to generate hyper-targeted lead lists leveraging Apollo and Clay. So I like to work with clients that already have testimonials, that already have case studies of clients that they've worked with and generated fantastic results for, because this makes it easier when generating leads. You should always generate leads based off the results that they've got in the past. So you should be targeting similar companies. And this is a strategy that not many people talk about. If you, however, accept, as I've done in the past, when I was more new to this, someone who doesn't have any sort of previous clients or testimonials, in your onboarding form, you should just ask them, look, just give me 3 companies that you think would be a great fit for your service. And based off what they've given you is the 3 leads you should generate for your initial campaign testing phase. Or if you want 5 campaigns, then ask them for 5 different niches that might be a good fit in their opinion, because it is not your job as a cold email lead generation specialist to come up with the ICP. Unless, and if they want you to do that, you should be charging an extra fee for research and yeah, you should be charging an extra fee. But yeah, this is just going to be a simple, so my client has a list of case studies. So what you want to do is, let me just check that I've got it. So let me just check my copy notes here. Okay, so I've got the name of the client. So what you want to do is, so this is the name of the client. Mullican Flooring, large southeastern US manufacturer of luxury flooring. He advised them on a multi-channel e-com strategy to diversify and grow sales channels. So first thing you want to do is you just want to go into Apollo, which is a free tool. Then you want to hit the company filter. Then you just want to search for the company. You'll be able to find them on Apollo. So I'm doing this live. I'm actually working right now. So some things to look at: 210 employees. So this can be your employee filter. You don't really probably wouldn't want to do more than 500. You can see the industry. You can see the keywords. You can see the location as well. So if you want to get hyper targeted in terms of like the lead list. Also, another strategy is if your client is based in Texas, focus your initial leads just on Texas and surrounding states, depending on volume. The only time you should just go US wide, because don't forget, if you just put US, Hawaii is probably going to show up. States that probably have no like business. Yeah, you just want to be sort of more focused with the locations. USA is a big place, and so I would say definitely be specific in terms of the states that you're choosing whilst you're starting out, especially if there's a lot in that. So yeah, so what we're going to do, we can just click this, and it's going to provide more information. So yeah, as you can see, it's provided a brief description. I'm not going to read all of that, but actually might for keywords. So hardwood flooring, solid hardwood flooring, engineered hardwood flooring. Since 1985, shows the annual revenue, mechanical or industrial engineering. So you want to hop inside Clay, then you want to create a new workbook, and then a blank workbook, and then find companies, excuse me, and I'm just going to model the industry here. So mechanical industrial engineering. So mechanical or industrial engineering. You want to exclude services, like services that you know is nothing to do with it. Let's just do consulting. Consulting again. It's very important. You don't want to just generate like some huge lead list. Let's do recruiting. What else can I think of? Let's put law. So these things aren't, so again, I wouldn't do self-employed. 1150, 51 to 200. We can even do that. Like I said, you probably don't want to go too high because then you're going to get ridiculously. So what you can do inside Clay as well, even just here, you can preview companies and see how much it comes up with. So for the lead list you generate, like, yeah, so obviously there's more than 5,000 for my current Clay plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in United States, I'm going to put in United Kingdom, I'm going to put in Canada, I'm going to put Australia, and finally New Zealand. This is the big 5 when I used to run Facebook campaigns. So let's run, see if that we've got that down. We kind of want it to be less than 5,000 ideally. Okay, so we've still got a lot of leads here, so there's definitely some more work that we can do here. So this is the most important part as well, company description keywords. And this is where we're going to use what we find here. Sometimes inside of Apollo, it's not going to put company keywords, and there might not be a lot of information to get here. But we know that it's flooring. We know this is a luxury flooring business. So what I'm going to do here is go back to clay, and I'm going to type hardwood flooring. Great. Now let's preview. I reckon that'll come down under 5,000 now. It said no results found. Doesn't even make sense. You know what I'm gonna do here? I'm just gonna come off the industries first and just put the company description and see what happens. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. So yeah, sometimes the industry can limit what it is. So first, let's focus on the description keywords. So we've got solid hardwood flooring, engineered hardwood flooring. Can I copy this? I thought I saw a copy sign. Could probably just copy it like that. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back. Yeah, you can do this stuff within Apollo as well, but as you can see, it's not as effective as using it through Clay. So let me just go back here. Solid hardwood flooring, because obviously hardwood flooring. Apollo just relies on their own database. So solid hardwood flooring, and what was the last one? Engineered hardwood flooring. I'm just typing this in manually. Hardwood flooring. So what you can do is you can separate it by comma and just put in loads of stuff in here. So you could just ask GPT, hey, put the keywords. What you could do, what I would do is I'll just show more, hey, this is a company, give me keywords to put in Clay, separate by commas, something like that. And I might do that just now. I do work with, okay, so we got 2,500. Okay, so let's just do that live as well. Okay, just bring this here. GPT is a description of a company we've generated results for. Be very specific when you talk to GPT. Results for, I want company keywords related. Company description keywords related to this company to generate more leads. And I'll say I already have keywords, and just copy this. Flooring. They should follow this style. And I'm not going to ask it, I'm going to be specific. Give me 10 that might bring 10 additional keywords that might bring up additional related companies. When you give me your response, separate the keywords by commas. So I can put it directly into Clay. Then I'll give it an example just in case it gets job test what peanuts. Okay, then I just copy that. I just put this straight in here. Ignore let me just put that out of the way for you guys. Okay, fantastic. So look, it's just done that for us super quickly. So let's go back to Clay. So 2313, and then we could just paste this in here. And as you can see, 2313, let's see if it increases that for us. Yep, it increased it a little bit. Are we good? Yep. So I'm just gonna import this to a new table. Continue for free. Be careful with this auto update because I accidentally did something. It was just eating up my credits. The thing about Clay is that not everything is necessary. And obviously if you're not careful, you're gonna eat up your credits. When should we run this source? I'm just gonna close this. Okay, so the next thing to do for moving Clay. So what you ideally want to do is you want to just check you before you sort of run anything or pay any credits. You kind of just want to check. So I realized I didn't put a industry filter in this, and the reason I didn't is because so let's have a look at Mullican Flooring first of all. Got a direct link to the website. So you want to understand, okay, what it is guys do. We understand what they do. And then essentially on Clay, before you press run, like I did, you want to have just have a read of the descriptions. Just that it's exceptional. Blah, blah, blah. Available on the market. There should be a website link here. Hold on. Okay, yeah, so we can go check out their website. So I would say open up 10. I'm just going to open up 3 of them right now just to see if it's actually related to, yeah, so I think, yeah, this is good. I just want to see the original website. Yeah, there's no add to cart button because this is kind of something that you call up for and you make an appointment, renovation and restoration services. Yeah, that's fine. Hardware, choose our floors. Yeah, so as you can see, the description keyword is so much more effective than industry. Be careful using an industry filter. So let's go back to Clay. So I'm just going to assume everything's good. Obviously, you can't go through all of them automatically. So how many did we get? So next, you want to add a table. Then you want to search for find people. And this is where you want to put in the job titles. I don't recommend level filters. I recommend just actual job titles. And for this particular client, again, in your onboarding form, you should ask them who do you want to speak to from within these companies. This particular client wants to speak with C-suite, owners and founders, COO, and I'm just going to focus on these ones, and you can do direct matches by putting quotation marks and just scrolling to the top. There's also partner, managing director, but that depends on the industry. It's up to you, but I'm just going to be safe with these ones. And the reason I put this in quotation marks is because vice presidents could show up, president of agriculture could show up. So you definitely want to be using direct matches a lot of the time. Just scroll down. We don't have to do location. Just make sure, yeah, that's mapped company table. Company attributes. Yeah, that's okay. And if there's anyone you want to exclude and stuff, if you really want to focus on English, but we don't need to because we haven't put any European countries or other in there. Experience, you could do that as well. But yeah, we're okay for now. So we're just going to preview people, see how many it comes up with. Then I'm going to do one more after this, but I'm going to do that off screen. So it's found to import to new table. It's found for to continue for free. Obviously, if you press this, it's going to run your credits. And you really want to be smart about the way you're using your credits on Clay. That is the secret to using Clay, because otherwise it can get very expensive for you. Just going to exit this again. So, and I'm going to name this workbook flooring. I'm just going to type in you want to keep things very organized. So we've got a lot of COOs on this. So the next thing that I would do is I would add enrichments to find. We've got like a API key with Lead Magic. So yeah, we don't have an issue with that. I'd run it, then I'd probably run a revenue so you can add an enrichment. There's so much stuff you can do on here. But yeah, that's it.